Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So people, I do just what I promised to myself. That feels good, right? I pre-made my food. I made it down the hill. I visited all the people I needed to. I ate all my chosen food. I did not stop anywhere. And when I got home, I made my dinner. I know. I even got food for other people. And I still chose me. That's choosing me, right? Dare I say, showing self-love? Oh, no, she didn't. Yes, I did. All right, so we are in the middle of 15 tips to get back on track when you've fallen off the wagon, the dietary wagon. And this is day 5, 3 tips a day. So you simply need to go back to the last couple of days to catch the other tips. But of course, I'm including the article in the description of the video. This is by Laura Dawn of Raw and Happy. And I pray that she is still raw, and I pray that she's happy. I think she's hanging out in Hawaii. Okay, so it says, tip number 13, revisit goals. In addition to making a plan, which was tip number 1, writing down goals is another way to bolster willpower and help motivate a change of habits. Writing down goals allows us to connect with what we want to manifest for our future selves. So true. You know, one is just a wish until it becomes an action plan, or you've actually written down the goal and then take the steps to make it happen, which is just brilliant, right? In this way, we strengthen our ability to say yes to the things that support our goals and no to the things that don't. For effective goal setting, try to make your goals specific, measurable, and realistic, which falls under SMART goal. And if you put in Jules Blessed Vegan SMART goal, I absolutely have a couple of different, actually several videos on everything from goal setting to long-term goals, to short-term goals, to how to write a goal with a SMART goal. That's fantastic, Jules. So do you just live like that? I mean, wow, you just seem to, yeah. I have to say that that's a hit and miss. But I've been hitting more than missing, hence the reason, you know, I've lost 130 pounds, and by all accounts, we'll be keeping that off as I continue down. In a lot of my life, I absolutely hit those goals, but sadly, I am fallible, and I do miss the mark at times. All right, tip number 14. Remember that every moment is a new moment. Every moment is a new moment. I know I mentioned Tanny Raw a lot, but it's just so funny. She comes to mind. Like, no surprise she has things in common with this girl, right? So Tanny Raw is a social media phenom on every health platform. And what she always says is, you know, this is a new day. We've never seen this one before. And it's the same thing. Every moment is a new moment. They may be similar. They may seem similar. But fear not, none are the same. And I kind of remember that years ago when I was in college. I was injured a couple of times, and coincidentally, it fell right around Valentine's. And so for a couple years following, I had a tremendous fear that something was going to happen around Valentine's. And after a while, I had to recognize that life never happens the same way twice, so that even if something did happen around Valentine's, I could rest assured that it would not be the same. Would it be worse? I don't know. Could it be better? Yes. And once I kind of got into that mode, I did much better. So it says one of the things I absolutely remind myself when I'm feeling stuck around my food choices, that sorry, there's a typo, and I've got to figure out what she intended. Girl, call me. I'll proofread for you. Okay. I'm feeling stuck around my food choices. That in each and every moment. Maybe it does work. Hold on, if you pause right. One of the things I absolutely always remind myself when I'm feeling stuck around my food choices, that in each and every moment, I have the power to make a new choice, and that I actually have the power to choose. No one else is making these choices for me. A few too many that's, but it could work maybe. Each moment is a new moment to create the life that I truly want to be living. So I don't have to wait until tomorrow, next week, or even next month to make the change. I can choose to change my habits right now. Not even the next bite, people. Not even the next meal, right? I mean, seriously. I'm in this support group, and people say, oh, I'm waiting till Monday because I'm going to wait until Mother's Day because, oh, I know the 15th of the month will be perfect because, and I'm like, I'm melting because, coincidentally because even though I drove 150 miles, when I got home, I did 30 minutes of rebounding because I knew I'd been sitting on my hiney for a great deal of the day, right, in the car. Okay, so I'm kind of melting from that. Anyway, one of the things I can appreciate, though, is, in a way, it is goal setting to even choose a day. But wouldn't it be lovely if we just chose the next breath or the next moment? Okay, tip number 15, seek the wisdom of my greatest teachers. Now, I appreciate this because, obviously, you want to go in the direction of the people you admire. And so I remember when I first was even pondering changing my life. And I didn't know how. And by God's grace, I stumbled upon Tanny Raw. And she just hit me right. I mean, seriously, she was cute. She was funny. Seemingly fearless in the way that she just presented herself. You know, singing out of pure joy and not worrying what she sounded like. Wearing Daisy Dukes in a bikini top to prepare a recipe. I mean, she just had such a great presence, and I didn't know her for anything, and I didn't know vegan. I certainly didn't know raw. I literally thought Tanny Raw was her last name. Not even kidding you. But I absolutely enjoyed her so much that I was secretly hiding her underneath the bedspread. So my husband wanted me to come to bed, which I did, and as soon as he even was sort of asleep, I would sneak the video underneath the bedspread, and I would just binge watch Tanny Raw for hours and hours. I mean, my gosh, I literally think I saw all 7 years of her life in that time. I got caught a couple of times, and he thought it was pretty weird. And then when I finally arranged to have enough money to actually call and get a coaching session, and she has a 3-pack, and believe me, it can change your life. My husband was hesitant and was like, maybe she's not even real, and maybe, the whole thing. She was very real, totally amazing, and just one of the great teachers that I thought, I do want to absorb this person's message, and it has most certainly changed my life. Okay, so it says, I have a few different books and audio courses that I've continuously turned to whenever I'm feeling stuck. Hello, I still get that. I mean, that's true for me for the Bible, that's true for me, a lot of different people, that I've called upon. And just presume that God will hook me up if it's indeed his plan, and he tends to do that. The timeless wisdom offered from these people, whom I consider to be several of my greatest teachers, allows me to revisit the words of wisdom time and time again, offering me new insights each and every time. And I love that she said that. And the reason it's new insights each and every time is because presumably if we continue to grow, we're going to approach things with a new understanding. And if we've evolved or changed in our life, when we come back to something, it does have an entirely new meaning, which is why I never mind watching a movie again, because I get something new out of it. I don't mind rereading a book because, again, I come at it differently, and I so get that. Okay, so Pema Chodron's Getting Unstuck, which is a hyperlink, is one of those audio courses, as well as there's a spiritual solution to every problem by Wayne Dyer. And God bless Wayne Dyer. He died a few years back. And so interesting. My sister Glennis, the one who was friends with so many, but most recently Olympia Dukakis, who died, was friends with Wayne Dyer, and because she's in that, right? She's, if you don't know who she is, she's amazing too. She's my sister. That makes her amazing right there. But she is a numerologist to the stars. So you can look up Glennis Has Your Number. You can look up thenumberslady.com and you'll find my sister Glennis. She's amazing. But she was friends with Wayne Dyer. And Wayne happened to be in New Zealand. And because of my sister Glennis, my sister Monica went to hear him speak and meet him. And he died just a couple days after that. It was incredible. Okay, so whatever teachings you resonate with, turn to them when you need them most to help you steer you in a more positive direction. I completely agree. We are all human, and each... What's wrong, Juliana? Nothing. There's not another typo, is there? No. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. We are all human, and each and every moment is a new moment for personal growth and learning. If you've fallen off the wagon, you're not alone. It's part of what it means to be human. But grace isn't getting back up. Grace is getting on with it. Grace is trusting that it's okay to be human. The human is second to God, that we're made in his image, and he has phenomenal plans and great expectations for us. So yeah, we're only human, but let's own that and go with it. So then it says, be well. Laura Dawn, author of Unhooked, a holistic approach to ending your struggle with food. And also, so cute, Mindful Eating for Dummies. As part of that Dummies series, hers is Mindful Eating for Dummies. How great is that? And your essential guide to raw vegan dairy alternatives. All right, it's been a great time spending with her. Again, I'm not quite sure where she is right now because there's stuff in here that talks about retreats and things that she was offering in Hawaii. But from what I can tell, it was 2018. She may have gotten really tired of this medium and she might be hanging out on Instagram or something. But wherever you are, Laura Dawn, and happy and raw, peace be with you. I was thrilled to spend some time. She does have all the links for Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter. Oh, interesting. Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Google Plus. And I don't recommend the other one, but I don't think it's Instagram. Hold on if it tells me. I'm going to push the button, people. Let's see where it takes us. Oh, it does take us to Instagram. So interesting. Okay, so, but again, it looks like it's been a few years, which is probably why I did not recognize the symbol that was used. Anyway, it's all good. All right, my friends, thanks for helping me get through today. I was kind of hearing my JBV community saying, go Julie, you can do it. And I did. I'll be giving myself some urges because I did have a couple of urges today. Not too bad, but because I was passing some old haunts, because, you know, I went down the hill where I'm from and I was passing some old haunts, and right away, that little monkey mind started saying, no one will know. You can just go through a drive-through. I mean, you can consume the food. You can get rid of the evidence. You know, you've been doing so well. It's not like anyone's going to know. Really, monkey? You and your tribe get out of the car. And take that little fly with you that's been bugging me. Sorry, coconut. No offense. I do like your color preference. Oh, speaking of which, my sister Glennis gave me this beautiful necklace. I'm so glad I took a moment to tell you guys. Hold on, how can we do it? So beautiful. I'm a butterfly girl. And I do love butterflies, but I came to appreciate them even more with Tanny Raw, who kind of had a butterfly theme. But are you kidding me? Do you see, like, it's seriously a piece of jewelry. I don't know if you know that. It is insanely beautiful. And she was like, oh, this will just match your top. Let me give it. I'm like, that's a so yes. So to my butterflies who are starting the Tanny Raw reset tomorrow, God bless you. I'm so glad you're caring for yourself in that way. And yay for butterflies. All hope in the world right here.